Craigs, talk us through that one. A good performance, but a frustrating result, perhaps. There.
It is. You know, we after the poor performance last week against Hibs, you just kind of try and reaffirm of what we're good at and what we do and how we play. And I think having Dom in the team tonight just gives you that little bit of extra trickery. You know, every time he lands on the ball, you think he's going to do something. He's going to get past his man. You know, they didn't know where to stick or twist sometimes. The fullbacks, I think they actually changed fullback to wide man in the first half, and then the fullback had sent off. It was only a matter of time. You know, he was past him every single time. So Dom doesn't seem to always get the reward for his good play. You know, whether it's his final ball at times has been slightly off, or whether it's putting things in a plate and people not scoring. You know, so that's the unfortunate thing. And you know, really, if we had won 4-0 tonight and Dom had 4 assists, that would probably be justified. So over the piece, you know, you ask for improvement. We ask for, you know, players to try and go and show what they can do in consistency. It's something we've always spoke about, and I think I said in every interview with you. But you know, players are doing okay. We're working away. You know, it's, people said to me at the weekend that the Old Firm game was a 1-0. I don't want to use the word doing, but it was a 1-0 doing. Tonight was a 1-1 draw, doing an hour by heart. So you have to take it on board. Listen, they done well. Probably when they went down to 10 men, they probably played better. You know, the great discipline about them, they worked ever so hard, and it's the one thing you get from Ross County teams under Jim McIntyre anyway, and Stuart Kettlewell. Well organised, work hard, you know, full of grit and determination. They have the quality as well. So we knew that would be the case tonight, but I think we've let them off with one, you know, come back up the road with a point.
You spoke about Dom Thomas creating a lot of chances. Was that the story of the night, not taking those chances tonight, especially straight after the first goal? It could have been a second there.
Yeah, you know, I think first half there wasn't an awful lot at either end, but if anybody looked most likely to score, it was probably going to be ourselves. I think Peter Morrison might have had one save. I can't really recall it. Someone said it in there, but you know, probably, you know, just that little final thing you do with the ball. You know, you continually tell them every day, whether it's that final pass through or the final cross, the final shot. You know, the final thing you do, beating your man 1v1 on your cross again. So, yeah, you know, we had 5 or 6 gilt-edged chances. You know, I think Jacob Blythe had a few, certainly. He was through 1-on-1. Listen, he doesn't score. It doesn't really affect anything in 20s. But for his own consistency and his own self-confidence, it may have just given him a lift, you know, to be available for the first team. So that's what we're here to do, try and get them up to speed and, you know, ready to go and play. So he'll be disappointed he's missed 2 or 3 of his chances. Dylan Mackin had 2 or 3. He'll probably feel he should have done better with as well. So it was the story of the game. But, you know, football treats you a little bit harshly sometimes. So as frustrated as I am just now, we have to lick our wounds and move on.
County came here tonight, top of the league, and only lost 1 so far. Does that show to you that, you know, your side are genuine title contenders? It's probably early to talk about that.
Well, I think, to be fair to them, most of the games they've played 5 overages. You know, so with the first team game tomorrow night, they probably haven't had the 5 overages that they'd maybe get most weeks. So naturally, when you start getting into your own academy, your own youth team, it can make you a little bit weaker in certain, you know, situations. So, you know, it's not something I've even thought about winning the title. I just playing against them tonight, I just felt we should have won the game. You know, the bigger picture is it looks after itself in months to come. But you know, they've done ever so well. You know, last season at times they struggled. You know, I think they've recruited well, a good strong bunch, hard to play against. You know, test you in all sorts of ways. And you know, even the set plays are very good. You know, the goal be loose from the set play was disappointing. You know, from our point of view, I've got to go looking back at it. But I think Peter was saying he feels if he had the ball and it was kicked out of his hands. But that's by the by. We should have the game done and by then. So, yeah, that's us done.
And a few key players missing tonight, like Ross McLean, Jack McMillan. How do you feel the boys that came in did?
Well, they done better. You know, certainly Luke did anyway. Luke showed more of an appetite for the game tonight. And I said that to him, you know, they've covered lots of distance. You know, GPS wise, and you know, Ross and Jack have continued to be our best players, so we just wanted to say to Luke, you know, go and replicate it. He's getting himself back up to match speed. He hasn't played a lot of football recently, so I thought he'd done very well. You know, it's tough coming in and playing there, so we Dylan struggled a little bit, but that's life. We go back to the training pitch and work with him.
Thanks for that, Craigs.
Cheers.